Hi guys, now we want to make the enemy ship explode. We're going to work on a 3-hit and you're out philosophy. So we're going to open up the enemy ship and we're going to be creating events again. Now we need to add an event, and it's a collision event, and basically when it collides with a member of the bullet group, so it's a member of the group, when self hits bullets, what do we want it to do? Well, we actually want it to kill itself. So we click onto the Actor tab, I'm into the properties, and we want it to kill self. So when self hits bullets, kill self. Now we only want this to happen when it's run out of health points. So the first thing we need to do is create an attribute called health points. And we need another event when these ships are created. So when we create them, we want to set the health points to 3. So I'm not going to go to the attributes panel. I'm still attributes here. I'm going to setters because I'm going to set it. So when they're created, we're going to set them to 3. Now I'm just going to pop back to my actor group here, and I've actually killed them as they get hit. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to remove kill self here. And I need to decrement. I need to take away a health point whenever it's hit. So I'm going to drag the increment here over. What do I want to happen? Well, I want it to go down. Decrement health points is chosen for me. I want it to take away 1. Now I need another event that keeps checking how many health points they've got. So it's a basic event and it's one updating. And I'm going to need an if statement, because if it's equal to or less than 0, so into my flowchart I want an always if, and then a less than or equal to, see if we've got anything in number, be in flow, yep, so I want less than or equal to, and basically if health points are less than or equal to 0, what do I want to happen? Put that in there. Well, I'd like it to kill self, and that's where I'm going to put that in there. Now I need to change back to this event when it's hit. I want something to happen and I want to physically see that happen. So I'm going to be looking for effects, and I'm going to have to apply an effect. I'm going to need to remove the effect at the end, and I also want to make negative. You know the little flash symbol, because this is going to be working with flash. Now I also need a time, that's in flow, and in there I can choose time. And I want it to do it after a certain amount of time. So it's 0.1 of a second. And I want to make a negative effect. And that will apply when it's hit. And after a very short period of time, after a split second, I want that to stop. Just tag that on there. Don't forget to save. Right, on to test it, so back to the dashboard, and don't forget to open up the scene and test scene. Now you'll probably find there's something not quite right when you do actually fire. It pushes the enemy ship out the way. That's because we set one of the physics properties incorrectly back at the beginning, so we're just going to go in and correct that now. Close that down, open up the enemy ship, and onto the physics button here, we need to make sure that he cannot be pushed or she can't be pushed. So cannot be pushed. Don't forget to save that. Back to level 1 and just test that scene again. And this time you should see that when you fire, it takes 3 shots and the enemy disappears. All good.